Good afternoon. My name is Tomas Reyes. I'm the chair of the Connecticut Hispanic Democratic Caucus, and it is indeed an honor and a privilege to be here at the Connecticut State Capitol with all of my colleagues and my friends at this joyous, momentous occasion of the official endorsement of Gerry Garcia to be our next Secretary of the State. We stand proud and very impressed with Gerry, a former New Haven alderman, a graduate of Yale University, a financial planner with Wall Street experience, a small business person, a community activist, and above all, a visionary with big plans for the next, for the office of Secretary of the State. Oh, and by the way, a fellow Latino who is bilingual and tricultural. I am especially proud to be here with Gerry because I know Gerry. I know Gerry personally. I was with him on the New Haven Board of Aldermen, and I saw him as a freshman alderman come into the board with a lot of energy, full of vim and vinegar, and I watched him mature. In a very short time, him and the fellow freshmen of that class in New Haven, and by the way, Gerry was kind of the dean of that freshman class, they put together legislation in New Haven that is still on the books in New Haven today. That's the kind of leader that Gerry has been. His leadership is well known and documented, and his ability to organize, strategize, and follow through will make him an excellent campaigner. As chair of a group of Latino leaders in the state, whose goal it is to identify Latino candidates and support them and push them to run for public office, we're here to also say that we're not only supporting Gerry because he's Latino. I want to make that very clear. We're supporting Gerry because after an exhaustive interview and deliberations within our group, we figured, based on what we know of Gerry, that he is the best candidate for the job of Secretary of the State. We believe very strongly that Gerry will energize a community that many may say has not been involved in the crucial parts of our state government. Gerry will make us, our entire community, get involved and come out and vote. And that's not only good for our community. We feel that that's good for everybody in the state of Connecticut. We are prepared to work for Gerry at the state convention to help him garner enough support to get the Democratic nomination, and also prepared to work with him in the streets of our cities and towns if a primary is necessary. We have a unique opportunity here in the state to energize the community that is growing by leaps and bounds and help the Democratic Party score a big win in November. Let's all support Gerry Garcia for Secretary of the State of Connecticut. I would like now to call on Yolanda Castillo, who is Vice Chair of the Connecticut Hispanic Democratic Caucus and was a former Vice Chair of the Democratic Party here in Hartford, currently a member of the Town Committee in Manchester. Yolanda.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Today's a real wonderful day. I know it's cold and everything, but we're all warm because we today are supporting a man that we believe will do an excellent job as Secretary of State. But I want to give a little history of what the Connecticut Hispanic Democratic Caucus is. 5 years ago, a good friend, Americo Santiago, many know him, decided that we needed to form a group that would politically go across the state and support Latinos to run for office and deal with the issues that Latinos face every day in the state. And it's been 5 years since we've done that. We've been involved in many political elections and have supported a lot of candidates, but our main goal is to try to bring more Latinos into this building, the Capitol, and to hold offices that will provide services and leadership to the community that definitely needs it and is in hardship through today and every other time. But we went through a process, a very good process of interviewing the candidates for Secretary of State. And at the end of the day, we strongly felt that Gerry Garcia was the best candidate for this position. And this is why we're here today to endorse this candidacy. And I am very proud today to be with him and other members of this organization to support him and work with him so that that day in November we have a new Latino and a capable man to do the Secretary of State job. Thank you.
Thank you, Yolanda. I'd now like to call on State Representative Juan Candelaria from New Haven for some words.
For me, it's actually an honor and a privilege to be here in support of Gerry Garcia, along with my fellow colleagues of the Democratic Caucus. Gerry brings integrity and qualifications to this office. Like Barack Obama, that inspired all of us. He awakened a sleeping giant. Gerry instills that upon me and my fellow colleagues. Gerry has demonstrated the ability and capabilities to run the office of Secretary of State. I know that party elders will see Gerry's campaign as viable as any other candidate for that office. He's not only a Latino candidate, but he's a candidate of the people. And Gerry will ensure a victory to our Democratic ticket in November.
Yes.
I know that Connecticut, being the educated state that it is, has transcended from race and color, and they will see Gerry not only as a Latino candidate, but a candidate that can run the office of Secretary of State. And I know that the state of Connecticut will join us in supporting Gerry and ensuring a win in November. That is why I invite all the constituents of the state of Connecticut to come forward, have dialogue with Gerry, get to know a little bit about his vision and his plan for the office of Secretary of State. And that is why I stand here today in support of Gerry Garcia. Thank you.